All right, everybody, welcome into Kids Club this Thursday. Zoe and I are going to show you how to make a woven cup. You like this? You want to hold it? Okay. So it's are you going to show them how already? Okay. So something you need to know is, you can use a plastic cup, you can use a paper cup. We're using like recycled party cups from somebody's last birthday. So just whichever cup you want to use, you can use a big cup, you can use a small cup. Just know that if you're using anything bigger than like a medium-sized cup, it's just going to take more yarn. So I think the instructions is probably for a solo cup, which is a little bit bigger than this. So when we get to the braid at the top, I think it's a little bit longer. So, all right, I'm going to talk you guys through the supplies real fast, and then we'll get started. Okay. So the first thing you're going to need is the pattern, and this can be found on the project instructions online, and I think somebody's going to drop that in the chat for us here real soon. Tyler, is that you?
Yep, sure is.
All right, cool. So this pattern right here that looks kind of like a spider web, this is going to be used for when you're measuring out your cup. You're going to put your cup down on it like this, and it's going to tell us where to mark the cup to cut it. So you're going to need that, and then you're going to need something to mark on the cup. And I put our Creatology marker set, so just something real easy. I think we're getting some background noise from something. I can hear typing. Sorry. All right, and then I have some Elmer's glue to do some of the glue down. The instructions call for a hot glue gun, and if you're using a hot glue gun, just make sure that you have your parents or an adult there to help you. If you don't have a parent or adult to help you, let's go with Elmer's glue and a paintbrush. It works really well. It's what I used on the bottom of my cup, and see, it holds that string down really, really good. So don't worry about if you don't have a hot glue gun, or if you don't have an adult, just go with your regular school glue here. And then you're gonna need some yarn. So there's yarn, you can buy new yarn that's colored. You can have, like I have a bunch of just yarn pieces. I'm gonna show you guys how to use yarn that you might have left over. So, all right, so let's get started. Any questions so far from our audience before we get going?
We do have one question. People are wondering if they can use a plastic disposable cup.
Yes, you can. Yep, you can use a plastic cup, a paper cup. The only kind of cup you can't use is something that's really thick, like, a really thick plastic cup, because you can't cut that. So you want to go with a cup that you can cut. So a solo cup or a plastic cup, or one of these paper cups will work great. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my cup down on this little pattern. So depending on the size of your cup will determine which ring your cup aligns to. So mine is a kind of a medium-sized cup, so I'm 2 lines in. So what I'm going to do is everywhere you see a line that comes in from the side, that's where you're going to make a mark on your cup. So I'm going to show you, you can see right here where I made the mark on my cup, and it's because it aligns perfectly here with this intersecting line. So you're going to do that all the way around your cup. So every time there's a cross line, you're going to make a mark right where that cross is. And that is going to help you when you cut your cup, so that you cut it into the right number of pieces and you cut them into the right size pieces. So that's going to keep your weave even. You can see here on this one I've done, you can see those tiny little lines that run down the cup. That is where I have cut the cup. And up under here where I've glued down the braid, you can even see the cuts in the sides. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the cup over, And then I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom of the cup. And the reason why I do this is that way I can connect the two lines. So if I have a hash down at the bottom and I have a hash at the top, then I'm going to be able to cut a straight line all the way down my cup. Otherwise, once I start cutting, because it's a tapered cup, I might get off and I might have really wonky looking cuts on my cup. All right, so flip your cup over, and the key here is make sure before you start that you're lining up one of your hash marks with the line. So see, I have a hash mark right here. I'm going to do it on the top so you can see it. I have one right here on the cup. So I'm going to make sure that that aligns with the line on the side so that they don't get off from what's on the bottom. Because if I have it off to the side and it's not aligning perfectly, then again, my cuts are going to be, you know, like a spiral, or they're going to flare out in a weird way. All right, so once I've done that, I'm going to start marking my cup on the bottom in the same way that I marked it on the top. So I'm just going to go all the way around the cup, and every time one of the lines touches the cup, that's where I'm going to mark. And if you move it like I just did, don't worry. You just line your cup right back up because you have those hash marks on there now. And you're just going to keep going around your cup, marking your cup. And just make sure you get them all marked. All right. Okay. They're all marked. So now I have a way to, let me find a good side. It's kind of a printed cup. All right. So you can see right down here, I've got a little mark, and it aligns right here with this mark. So I can make a straight line down the cup. All right. Now get your scissors. So you want your Creatology scissors or your Crayola scissors, whatever your kid approved scissors are. If you don't have any kid approved scissors, get an adult to use adult scissors, and you're going to cut again. So you're going to put your scissors on that first mark right here. You can kind of see the mark. So I'm going to put my scissors on it, and I'm going to aim for this mark down here. So I'm just going to cut down my cup until I get to that part right there. And I'm going to stop. So there's a lip under here, under the bottom of your cup. So when you cut down on this cup, you're not going to get all the way down to the bottom. It's going to stop somewhere, below or above the bottom of the cup. Now, if you're using a solo cup or a plastic cup that comes all the way down, you will be able to cut down to the bottom, but be really careful not to go all the way down. You're going to want to go, all the way down to about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And it can be whatever you want it to be. Just make sure it's even all the way around. So you don't want to go 1/2 inch here and 1/4 inch here. You want to kind of keep it even all the way around. That way your weave on your cup stays even. And then what we're going to do is that bottom part that isn't covered by the weave, that's where we do the wrap of the yarn at the bottom. So it gives you a nice clean bottom to the cup, but you're just putting that down with a little bit of glue and a brush, and then you're laying the yarn down on top of it. So don't worry if you have a little bit of cup sticking out of the bottom. All right, so I'm just gonna go through and continue cutting from one mark at the top all the way down to the mark at the bottom. And again, I'm lining it up, mark at the top, all the way down to the mark at the bottom. And I'm gonna do that all the way around my cup. And when you get done, you should have 11 sections to your cup. Any questions, Tyler, while I'm cutting here?
We do have a couple. What happens if what could they use instead of yarn?
You can use string, any kind of string wool. You could use felt strips. It's gonna take a lot. If you're doing paper or felt or cloth of any kind, it's just gonna take a lot more work to get those pieces cut, because basically what you're doing is, you're making strips because you're weaving in and out. So if you don't have strips that are long enough of your felt or whatever else you're using, then it's not going to, you're not going to be able to braid it through consistently.
Awesome. So some are wondering if you could show them how to use the template just one more time.
Absolutely. Yeah, the template's kind of tricky. All right, I've cut my cup so you can see how, just real fast before I go back and do the template again, you can see how it's cut into these pieces now. So when you count them, you should have 11. Yep, 11. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. So the first thing you're going to do is set your cup down on top of the template. I'm going to turn it around a little bit. And you're going to want to hold it still, because what you're going to do is you're going to make marks all the way around where the lines intersect with the cup. So there's going to be lines that go around the cup in a circle, which you can see here. There's 1, 2, and then my cup is on the 3rd line. Your cup may be different just depending on the size. And then there's all these lines coming in like this. So those are the lines that intersect with the cup. And that's where that line comes all the way down and touches your cup. That's where you want to make a mark on your cup. So see, here's a line, it's coming in, and I'm just making a mark right there on the edge of my cup. And I'm going to do that for every single line that is around this cup. And take your time with this piece where you're marking from the template, because this is going to be your guide for cutting. And then, you know, if you have good cut lines and you've done a good job with your template, it's going to give you a really nice even weave on your cup. So if you go really fast, or you don't pay attention to where your lines are, or you don't cut them straight, then you're going to get like really inconsistent weaves on your cup. So that's the whole point of the template. Otherwise, we could just take scissors and cut the cup into pieces, which you're welcome to do if you don't mind a wonky cup. Okay, now this is the trickier part. So when you're marking the bottom of the cup, you're going to want to sit it down on the template again, align it in the middle of one of the rings. Now it's about 4 rings in. And then you're going to line up, and you can do this with anything really. I did it with my pen a second ago, but you can also just take a straight edge and you can put it against your cup, and you can adjust your cup until it is the hash mark here at the top. I'm going to make it wrap around so you can see it better. So here's where my line is, right here on the lip of the cup. And here's my line that I'm trying to align it with down at the bottom. Here, I'm going to scooch this in a little bit more so you can see it. Actually, you can see it right there in the camera now. So you see how I have a hash mark here on my cup, and it aligns directly with this one below. And so you can take a straight edge if you want to, and you can set it against the cup, and you can make sure it aligns. You can do it however you want to, but you're going to keep that cup really still, and you're going to make your hash marks all the way up around your cup. Every time the line intersects with your cup, you're going to make a mark. And it's trickier on the bottom part, like I said. And it's probably harder on me because I picked a cup with a pattern, but again, I was just going for a recycled cup that we had. All right. Make sure you get all the lines, even on the back side. Okay. All right. I got all my lines. So now what we're going to do is you've got a line at the top now and a mark at the bottom that you're going to align to. So for every one of the top marks, there's a bottom mark. and you're just gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut into that. You're gonna cut down and align it to one of those bottom marks, like this, all the way around. Each one of them will have a mark. And you can check it before you cut. You can count and make sure you have the same number of marks on the bottom as you do on the top. So I'm gonna align my scissors right here with this mark. And then the mark I'm trying to meet is down here by this flower. And we're just gonna go all the way down to it. And again, if you have a paper cup that has a bottom lip on it, you're not gonna get all the way to the bottom, which is perfect. And if you have a plastic cup where it goes all the way to the bottom, you're just gonna leave a little bit of space because we're gonna wrap that at the bottom with yarn. All right, so do all your cuts all the way around. Any more questions, Tyler?
No questions yet. People are really appreciating that you went through it twice for them.
No problem. I know this is the tricky part. This and getting started on the weave are the two most tricky pieces. I'll say when I did these, you know, the first few times, the bottom, I don't know, the bottom inch of the cup is the most difficult because it's hard to keep it tight and move it down. But then once you get past like the first inch of the cup, it goes so much faster and it's so much easier to keep it nice and tight when you're weaving it. So, all right. So again, you have your cup. It's all cut into pieces. You'll have 11. Our template does 11 pieces. If you don't use this template, like if you're doing this somewhere down the road or you're showing your friends and you forget where your template is, the important thing is you need an odd number of strips. So if you're not doing 11 strips, do 9 strips or, you know, 13 strips or something that is an odd number. And otherwise your weave won't come out right. All right, so we're gonna get started with the yarn. So I've got scrap yarn that I have here. I've got little balls of like different colored yarn. If you have a whole thing of yarn, that's okay too. This is the cool thing about doing yarn crafts like this is you can always use just like whatever yarn you have laying around, and I love that. So like I've got a bunch of little short pieces and I'm gonna take 2 of them and I'm just gonna tie the ends together here like this and make a little knot. And the only thing, like, you just have to make sure that when you're wrapping through the cup, that knot is on the inside of your cup and then it won't show on the outside. So anytime you're using like small amounts of yarn, whenever you run out of a color, or if you want to make it switch colors like really intentionally, which is kind of what I'm going to go for here on this by putting these yarn pieces together, then you're just tying them together every time like this. The only time you won't have to do this is if you're using like one big long piece of yarn and it's all multicolored anyway. But I like to do it like this because it changes colors and you get a slightly different effect. All right, so I'm just gonna tie these together. Make sure they're good and tight. And then we'll get started and I'll show you how to make your first loop. Okay, so I just tied a bunch of them together. So now I have a nice long piece. And I'll move these to the side. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to tie your yarn to one piece and you're going to make a knot. And I always make the knot on the outside first because it's a lot easier than trying to make it on the inside of the cup. My big old hands don't fit in this tiny little cup very well. So I'm going to make it on the outside and then we're just going to spin it around to the inside. So when you make a knot, for those of you who don't know, you're just going to make like a circle, push it through. That's one, and you're going to do it again. Make a circle, push it through, and then that'll make a nice tight knot. And then you're just going to rotate that knot around to the other side of the cup so that it's on the inside and your yarn is on the outside. Just be careful not to tear your cup. Don't get in a hurry. Okay. All right. And then slide that piece all the way down to the bottom of where your cuts are in your cup. It's really hard to see because, again, I have a similar color here. So the knot is on the inside. You can see the knot down in there. And then your string's coming out here. And you're going to go over this first piece of the cut cup. So you've got the piece you tied it to, and think of the next one as you're going around it. And then you're going to go in between the next one like this. So now I have, I'm sorry, let me do this differently. I'm going to go behind. So you have the one you've tied it to, and then you have your skip, and then your yarn comes back out. So you're going to go in front of this one, and then you're going to go behind and skip again. All right, so now you can kind of see what we're doing. So we have top, skip, top, skip, top, and now I'm going to skip. And as you're as you're doing this part, just keep your yarn nice and taut, because again, this is the part that can get away from you fastest, is this bottom inch. So don't make it so tight that your cup, implodes like this. You don't want to squeeze it to death, but you do want to keep it tight enough that it's not like falling out. All right, and then you're going to go in front and behind and in front and behind, and just keep repeating that. In front, behind, in front, behind. So now I'm all the way back to my knot loop where I started. So now you can see I'm going to go back slowly. In front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. This is why you need the odd number. So you're skipping every other one. All right, so now if you had an even number, this string would have popped out next to your loop, and you don't want that. Okay, so you're going to go, now you're going to go behind the one that had your loop on it. So your starter loop. So now that you've come around, now instead of being in front of it, now you're behind it. And the ones that didn't have anything in front, now you're going to be in front of it. And the ones that have something on there, you're going to go behind. So now it's opposite. And you're just going to do the same thing. So you go in front of one, behind the other, in front of one, behind the other. And this second row is where it's really important to make sure you're keeping your string down and as tight as you can, because this is where, it'll get fluffy on you. Okay, and then in front, behind. All right, so see how I have a knot? Look here, this is where I tied two together. I've got that knot right there. I made sure that it stayed behind. So it's gonna be on the back side here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to come in front, behind, keep repeating that all the way around. So when you get done and you get back to your knot, which we'll get there in a minute, you'll now have a string in front of every piece of your cup when you get back to the beginning. And there I am. All right, so this is my starting knot. And now I've got a string in front of each piece, and they're a little stair-stepped, and that's okay because that's how this weave works. One of them's a little higher than the other, but don't let them be too high, because again, you don't want it to get away from you. You want to keep pushing it down to the bottom so that it stays close to each other. All right, so now you're going on round two. So just keep going with your string. In front, behind, all the way around. And see, my colors are changing now. So now I've gone from purple to like a dark blue and now a teal. And this is what I've done here with tying my strings together. I get that cool multicolored effect.
So some people are wondering, because you're not when you were changing colors ended up in the back. What should they do if it ends up on a front one?
You just move your knot to the back, like you're in charge. So if you've got a knot, you just want to put it in behind the cup. So if you pull it through and you're like, oh, the knot's on the front, you just take that knot and you poke it back in between the slits so that it's on the back side. And when I'm almost to another knot, I'll show you what I mean.
Perfect. And then somebody else was wondering if you could use Mod Podge instead of Elmer's glue.
Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of glue like that that dries clear. Okay, here's my example. I'm going around and then, oops, look, my knot came out. It's on the outside. So all I'm gonna do is just tuck it right back in behind the slit and pull it down like this. And it's perfectly fine, and you just keep going. No problemo, not hidden. The knot is not there. All right, and then just keep going around your cup. And again, this bottom part is the slowest because you're constantly having to push your little strings down. And don't worry if a little bit of your cup is showing. Again, just keep squishing it down. It helps to go from the inside too, like, and press down with your nails both on the inside and the outside. Just go around, push down, push down, push down. Do this about every 2 rounds around your cup, because if you wait too long to push it down, then you'll actually lose the ability to push it down. As you keep going, you'll be too far up the cup and you'll have gaps. I got another knot coming up here. It's probably going to be on the outside too. All right, actually this one might, look at that. It's going to sneak in there and be on the behind side easy enough. That's not even an issue. It just went right behind. Like I said, if you're not, it pops out and it is on the front, you just tuck it right back in that little gap and pull it tight and you can keep going. All right, I'm gonna go back around, push my strings back down, keep them tight. Okay, and I'm almost out of this one, so I'll show you what I do when I get down to the end of this little string. I'm gonna tie it to the ball of string that I have collected. I love this yarn too. This is the Loops and Thread Charisma, and I just had this, like, you know, hanging about because this is my favorite one. I love the jewel tones, and I use this one to make like pom-poms and things for people, and pom-pom garlands, and it's like my go-to colors. So you can always use whatever yarn you have laying around. If you got lots of yarn, that's even better, because then you can take those little tails like I did and just start tying them together, and you can get lots of different colors. If you want one solid color cup, you can do that too. So let's say your favorite colors are black and red. You could do the whole cup in black, and then you could do like the wrap at the bottom can be red, and you can do like a black and red braid at the top. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the braid at the end. It's just that people like me like rainbowy things, like my shirt. Lots of colors. Actually, I think this almost matches my shirt. That's crazy. Go figure.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. All right, so I'm around again. So what I'm gonna do is just go back through, push it down all the way around. This is a very, very repetitive craft. The pros and cons to repetitive crafts. Sometimes it can feel boring, but other times, like, you learn how to do really cool stuff and you get in a rhythm and it starts to go really fast. Like when we get, I don't know, a few more loops on this cup, it's really gonna start to fly faster, because you're gonna have to make less stops. All right, so here's another one where my knot is naturally gonna fall on the top. See it right here sticking out? So I'm just gonna tuck it, boop, right behind. It's gone. And just pull it tight and it's perfectly fine. All right, so before I lose my tail here, I'm gonna tie it to my next string. So I've got 2 balls here. I've got a purple one with pink in it, and I've got green and yellow. And since I have a purple tail, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna tie it to this green one. We're gonna use the green and yellow ball all the way to the end, and if we run out, then I'll tie it to this purple one here. And just keep going, in and out, push them down. It's already starting to go faster. And the reason why is because you start to get a little bit of pressure from the loops you've already done, and it starts to hold your cup together a little bit better. So at the end, it's all very fragile because you've got this little paper cup and it's got a million cuts in it, and it wants to fall apart when you go pulling on it too hard. Don't pull too hard, because again, what you'll do is you'll make your cup ends bend in like this, and well, that's not a very good pencil cup either.
So I'm wondering, since you're doing those pretty purples and blues and greens, what colors everybody else is doing?
That is a great question. Got another tail we're gonna tuck in. I bet there's some awesome colors out there. Maybe school colors, or your favorite sports team, or just your favorite colors like me. If Zoe had stuck around to do this, she would have been doing pink and purple. That's her favorite colors. Cup weaving was not her favorite activity, I'm afraid.
That's all right. Not every activity is for every person.
Not for everyone. I'm telling you, there are people out there that can do amazing knitting and crocheting stuff. I knitted a scarf, no, I crocheted a scarf once. That's what it was that I did. And let me just tell you, I didn't even keep it afterwards. I was like, man, that is not my craft.
You gave it a try, and that's all that matters.
Give it a try, you know, and that's great because I learned a little bit about myself. And I also learned that it's not that I don't like yarn crafts. Like, one of my favorite things to do is make pom-poms. I'm like an elf when it comes to Christmas time. I'm making pom-poms. Actually, it's about time for me to start making pom-poms. I will sit in front of the TV or just when we're hanging out, and man, I'll go to town making my little pom-pom balls. It is super fun. One of the cool things, we're gonna do some pom-poms when we get closer to Christmas. You guys will have to watch out for. We're gonna do white pom-poms, and they're indoor snowballs. I am super excited about those.
That will definitely be super cute.
Yes. Everybody loves a good snowball fight, and moms and dads love snowball fights that aren't so messy.
Absolutely. And we have some people who are loving the same colors that you're doing, pinks and purples, yellows and greens, and other people are doing rainbows and red, neon colors.
I love it.
Somebody said they're doing white because they have a whole bunch of colorful Sharpies, so their Sharpie will be like the focal point.
Oh, I like that a lot. So you can see how much faster this part's going now. So like, I've got probably the first inch laid in, and it's already going faster for me. So it becomes rhythmic at this point. You're just going in, out, in, out, in, out. Especially if you don't have to stop and tie knots or work in a knot, like if you've got a nice run. So I'm almost done with the green. It's about to switch to yellow on me. And then I'll have to switch to purple, I'm sure.
Yeah, and even though you keep switching the colors up, it still looks super cute. So everybody can get very can experiment more with their colors if they want.
Yep. Yeah, and one of the other things you can do if you want to do a rainbow, I wanted more of like a random feel to my colors. If you want to be precise with your rainbow, what you can do is you can take all your different yarns and you can cut them into like the same lengths. And what I would recommend is you can go around your cup several times and figure out about how much yarn you want on that band, and then cut it and lay it out, and then you'll know how long to make each yarn strand so that you get about the same color all the way up the cup. That's if you want it to be super precise. I kind of like the random feel myself, but I totally get sometimes you want it to be exactly the way you want it to be. So respect that. All right, what are some of the things you guys are going to put in your pencil cups? I'm probably going to put markers in mine. I've got these cool artist loft markers. They're similar to Sharpies, but they have like a fine tip on one end and a marker tip on the other. And I use them for my art projects, and they will go very well in my cup.
We got pencils and Sharpies so far.
Okay, yep, that sounds about right.
I know if I was making them, I would put highlighters in mine. I have a whole bunch and I don't have a home for them.
All right, yep. You can put other things in your cup too. It doesn't have to be a pencil cup. You can put anything small in them. You can use these to decorate, like if you're doing a party and you've got like a tablescape and you want to do cute little holders for things, you can do yarn wraps on, you know, on your cup, and then put like a cute little plant in there where you just set the plant down in. You know, you could put party favors in there. You could put your party plasticware up in there.
Oh yeah, those are definitely some great ideas. We've got people saying flowers and candy, paintbrushes, crochet needles.
Yep.
One person's gonna put their water bottle in it.
Oh, I love that idea. So what I did was I had these little extra balls of yarn. I actually used this to hold my yarn, and then when I pull it, it stays down in there and it doesn't roll off the table. Because let me just tell you something. If my cat even like senses that there's a ball of yarn around, like you can forget about it. She gets it down, it's on the floor, and then my little one, he decides, oh, this is fun. The cat thinks it's awesome, so it must be awesome. Yeah, toilet paper and yarn are not safe in my house. If they
I didn't know that was a real cat stereotype, that they actually loved yarn.
Yes. Yes, so much so. In fact, I had a cat that he would eat it. Like he would start chewing on it, and he did not stop, and he would try to swallow it. And yeah, he was a crazy cat.
Yeah, poor kitty. Probably had a lot of hairballs, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so I'm almost halfway up the cup at this point, which hopefully you guys are too. I know if you guys saw me cut the template the first time, you probably caught up to me, or maybe even ahead of me while I stopped to show the template again. This is the part that always takes a little bit of time. And then, so what we'll do is once we get all the way up to the top of the cup, I'm gonna take it all the way to the top, as high as I can get it without it coming off the top. And then I'm gonna we're gonna do the braid, or I'll glue the bottom first actually, and then I'm gonna show you how to do the braid. And you can do different things at the top. If you don't wanna do this braid that I did, you can do the same technique at the bottom where you just take the yarn and you glue it and wrap the top. It's just a little harder at the top to do the glue because you're kind of taking a really thin piece of yarn and trying to go around a curved surface. So, and some people leave it open or they do other embellishments at the top, and that's cool too. If you're a big Model Magic fan, you can take Model Magic and you can make like a ridge all the way around the ring of your cup, and it would make like a nice smooth edge to your cup that way. There's tons of things you can do. So see, look how this is starting to like, you got your blues and your purples and your greens and your yellows. Like, you only cover up the colored part. Like, check that out. It's really starting to like look good with the multicolor now. It takes a few passes before you can really start to see the pattern come through. And there's lots of yarns, like you don't have to use the Charisma or the Caron Cakes, like, or I mean the Craft Smart. There's Caron Cake yarn, which is another yarn that we carry that's super colorful. But yeah, there's all kinds. That's the one nice thing about yarn is there's so many different types of yarns out there that you can use. The one I'm using is actually kind of a fluffy yarn. It's they make a thinner yarn than what I'm using. Mine has like a little bit of cush to it. And then they make like really, really fluffy yarn that's way fluffier than this that you could use. Or if you're using string, then it's going to take you like a really long time to go around. You're going to have to go around the cup a lot more times just because your string is going to be smaller than the yarn. But I bet it would produce a really cool effect, like super fine.
Oh yeah, it would definitely look like you painted it on instead of it being string.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I'm just going around and pushing down my string again. I don't want it to get, you don't want the gaps to ever get too big in between, because it'll take a lot of extra work to get them back down if you go too far up your cup without squishing it down. The other thing is like, I like the idea of using this for a water bottle. You could use it for all kinds of cups or, you know, containers that like, it almost gives you like a layer of insulation. That's actually a really cool idea. And if you didn't want it to set down in the bottom, like a cup like this, you could weave it and then you could cut the bottom part out right here, so that it stops the yarn on the outside, but your bottom part is open, so you can slide your cup all the way through. You could almost use it like a coffee koozie or something, like when you're, you know, how you have your Starbucks sleeve. You could use it like a sleeve if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Keep your hot chocolate from making your hands too hot.
Exactly. Hold your snow cone. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Your snow cone cup so you don't freeze your hands. Man, now I'm gonna have to go get a snow cone. And this is like speed weaving, I feel like. Gotta go super fast. Want to get to that braid so I can show you guys. I'm almost out of yellow yarn here, so you'll see me switch. We've got a nice patch of yellow, like a little stripe of green, a little tiny stripe of purple and blue. This is gonna be like a nice run of yellow here. And it's pretty easy to go through, like you can start going through really fast when you get to the top, and then just make sure you keep pushing them down, like stop and push down. Then you can keep going through. I usually do like a couple of runs.
Somebody said that they're gonna make mug cakes and put their mug into their weave to hold their mug cake.
That's awesome. I love that.
I'm all for dessert, so.
Yeah, I know, right? So you can look down at my cup, you can see all the little tails down at the bottom where we've moved the knots to the inside. It's kind of funny looking down there. I would say if you're gonna do this with something where you're gonna stick like a cup or a mug or a glass or something down inside of it and you don't want these knots to get in the way, you might go with a single piece of yarn that is just multicolored instead of tying them all together, because I think the knots would start to get in the way of if you're trying to put something like a cup down in there.
For sure. I can't believe that you're almost out of yarn. I did not realize that it would take so much to do the cup.
I know you're like, oh, there's no way she's gonna move through that yellow.
Pretty much. I was like, oh, it's going to be yellow the whole way. But nope, you proved me wrong.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because I mean, it's basically double yarn, you know, like the inside too. So it's like extra squishy and yarny. Right,
Yeah, but it's probably also super strong since you weaved it that way.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yep, and very insulated for those of you using this as a koozie. So once you get down, like you can see how I'm pulling down. So this is why I said when you get to the like past an inch or so, like it becomes really like easy because you can go through and then you can pull it down and there's something here that holds it. So you're not having to stop and like shove it down all the time. You can kind of use the pressure of the yarn below and pull down like this. And it makes a nice tight weave. That's why the first part is so slow, because if you go really fast, you get a really loose weave at the bottom and then you'll get a really tight weave at the top and then it'll look like my scarf that I tried to crochet that one time. I don't want that. All right, so I'm almost out of yellow. So here I am, I'm adding it to my purple. I'm gonna make that little knot again. Real tight. And I'm gonna keep going. So the top will be kind of purple pinky, which will be appropriate for My Little Pony cup. All right, so here again, I'm gonna just tuck that tail on the inside and keep going. Pull it tight, keep going. So it's not on the outside.
We have a couple of people saying they're going to use their cup as a flower pot.
Oh, wow, I like that idea. Put a little tiny plant in there. Just be careful that if you're using a paper cup, not to have a planter with holes in the bottom or you'll get a soggy cup. If you're using a plastic cup, it'd probably be fine, as long as your water doesn't get up on your yarn.
Tiny plants are very trendy right now, so somebody's ahead of the game.
Yep. Alrighty. Look at that. I just put that right in there. My little yarn holder while I work. Oh, no. See? Gonna get it. So we're almost done. I've got about an inch or less left to go of this cup. We're gonna get all the way up to the top and then I'll tie it off. I can show you guys how to do the finishing touches here. And for those of you that have parents on standby to use the hot glue gun, make sure that they have plugged it in. If not, when you're like me, you will be using glue. No worries, no prep there. You can start to see my purple stripe coming out. Just in time for me to change to pink in a second.
So I do have to say that some people at the beginning were a little confused by your My Little Pony cup because they couldn't see the yarn, but now that the pattern is gone, they're kind of sad that it's gone. Everybody loves My Little Pony.
I know, who doesn't? They're awesome. Perky little ponies, always with a positive attitude. Yeah, like I said, I'm all about upcycling and using stuff you have, and so I found these and I was like, man, this is perfect. I don't have to go buy a bunch of cups that I'm not going to use. We've got cups that I'm already not using, so try to make the most of what we have. All right, you can see it starting to shift. It's going from purple, it's getting lighter purple. Gonna see pink here at the end. Now the instructions call for, I think it's like a 32 or 36 inch long strips of yarn to make the braid that we're about to make. That is based on one particular size of solo cup, and I think it's like probably this biggest size. I probably used like closer to 20, between 20 and 24 inches of string. So if you're using a medium to small cup like I am, I would say don't go crazy and do the 36 inches of yarn. Because I did that the first time and it was way too much, and I had to like undo some of my braid because again, it's written for a certain size cup, probably the largest size cup. So it takes a lot less to do one of these medium or small size cups. All right, so I'm almost done with my cup. You can see there's a little bit left before the lip, and I'm gonna go all the way up as high as I can go without the yarn falling out. And again, just keeping it real tight in these channels will help. It's hard when you get to the end. I think it might be easier to set it down. Yeah, that works a lot better. Like trying to hold it up so you can see, but it works a lot better if you sit it on the table when you get to this end part, because the edges want to curl on you. I feel like I'm flossing my teeth.
Well, I know that you said that you used your cups to keep yarn away from your cats, and somebody else said that they're going to put dog treats in theirs.
Oh, I like that. I bet your dog will like that. If I put treats in this, it would just get spilled.
Yeah, my dog would do the same.
I hand treats to my little one in a cup or a bowl or anything. First thing he does is just dump it out on the floor and eat it off the floor. And I'm like, that is not how this works.
They don't know yet. They'll figure it out one day.
Yep. All right, so I'm getting really close to the top, but I am just going to keep going along until I can see almost no white left here at the top of my cup. Because the more you cover, the easier it'll be when you put that braid down to cover up the rest of what's left. Now, if you want to do the wrap technique and then like a model magic or something, you can stop when you get, you can see how close it is. It's like right up to that lip. I'm just going to go a little bit further because I feel like I've got a little color showing through on the front of the cup. But pretty much when you get to the lip of the cup like that, where it's thicker, you can stop. Because if you go too far up, it'll start wanting to pop back out. You don't want that. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is tie it around the cup just like I did at the beginning. So I'm going to give myself some space. Well, check it out. It's blue inside this yarn. All right. So I went around this piece right here. So I'm just going to go around this piece, this last one that I cut through, and I'm going to keep my finger in it. And then I'm going to come back around. So instead of going in front of this next piece, I'm going to come around and make a complete circle like this. And then I'm going to take the tail and I'm going to put it through this loop I just made with my finger. Like this. I'm going to go through twice just to make sure it's good and wrapped in. And then hold your cup and pull, and you're just gonna, that's how you're gonna make your knot, and that's gonna be the final knot. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because when you cut this off, you can tuck the tail down in there. You can hot glue it, you can regular glue it, whatever works. I'm gonna just take my brush end here, and I'm gonna poke that tail down into my cup. So see, I just flipped that tail down inside, and I took my brush end and I poked it down behind the weave, and look, it disappeared. All right, straighten out my cup edges here. All right, so here we go. Nice and even. So I've got my little space here at the bottom, and I've got the lip at the top. So what I'm going to do at the bottom is I'm going to take my ball of yarn that I just finished with, and a little bit of glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the end of the cup. Take my brush, just kind of spread it out. You don't want to spread it too thin that you can't stick anything to it, but at the same time, you don't want it so liquidy that it smushes out everywhere. So just like a really light coat of glue all the way around the bottom of the cup. Just like this. All right, and now take the end of your string, and you're going to put it right at the edge of your pattern, and you're just going to go and stick it to the cup all the way around in the glue. And if you feel like you need more glue, put on more glue. If you feel like you have too much glue, wipe a little off. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on because I want to make sure it's good and stuck. All right, and then you're just going to go all the way around as many times as you need to make sure that the bottom of your cup is covered. And then when you get it covered, you're going to make a cut. Just going to glue that down a little bit more. Okay. Make sure all your cup is covered. I'm just gonna trim that. All right, even it up. All right, so now the bottom is completely covered, and I used purple so it matches the purple that was already at the bottom. All right, and then the very last thing you're gonna do, and I know we're almost out of time, the very last thing you're gonna do is make your braid. So again, you're taking, you know, how much ever string you think will go, you know, remember when you're braiding it, it takes a little extra. I'm gonna use about 24 inches, and you're gonna need 12 pieces to make a thick braid like this. So if you want a nice thick braid, you're gonna do 12. If you want it to be a little bit thinner, you know, you can use 6. So I'm gonna do 6. That braid was really thick. I'm gonna do a little less on mine. So what I'm doing is just, I'm gonna make them the same size, hold them up, same end, cut, keep going until I get, I'm gonna do 6. Like I said, if you guys wanna do 12, that's fine. All it's doing is making a thicker braid. So you could do more than 12 if you wanted. All right, I got 4. This is 5. And one more 6. Okay. Look at that. I still have yarn left in my thing. All right. So then you're going to take all your strands, whether it's 6, 12, whatever, and you're going to tie a knot at the end. And what I do is make sure that I tie that knot as close to the end as I can without losing any of my strands here. And you're going to make it really, really tight like this. And then you can trim off a little bit and make it even. Here. All right. And then the easiest way I found to do this, you can do one of 2 things. You can tape it down, which is what I like to do. Or if you have some sort of cloth or pillow that you can pin through, you can pin it to a cloth. And then you're just going to divide the strands into equal parts. So if you use 12, you know, you're going to have 4 sets. I have 2 in each because I just did 6. And then you're braiding it. So normal braiding, one over the other, outside in, outside in, outside in, and just alternate. I'm doing this really loose so I can be dramatic and show you how to do it. You want to do it a little tighter than what I'm doing it. Outside in, and alternate. Now I'm going to do it like I normally do. Just going to go like this, braid it down. It's starting to come out of my tape. Need a bigger piece of tape. There we go. All right. So braid it all the way down. So you get really close to the end, and then you're going to tie another knot in it. So down to the end, then tie your knot. Let me make sure this is the right length. Oh yeah, okay. And this does not want to stay in the tape. Okay. All right, there we go. So I got it down to the end. I'm gonna put them all together, and then I'm just gonna tie a knot here in the end. Like I did at the other end. Just gonna tie it real tight. And then cut off the ends to make it even. There we go. All right. So now I have my braid. And this is where you can use, if your mom and dad are there with you and they have a hot glue gun, you want to do the hot glue around the top, you can do that. What I did was I used the Elmer's glue around the top. So basically what you're doing is you're laying your braid down like this around the top, and then at the end just crisscross the end pieces and let the tassels hang down like this. And I'm doing it without the glue obviously, but that's what you're doing, is you're just laying it on the top and you're crisscrossing it. So it's gonna look like this. So you can see how the ends are crisscrossed. You've got your nice braid pattern on the top. There's your sides. All right. All right. Any last questions, Tyler, before we go? I know we're a little bit over time, but I just want to make sure we get everybody's questions answered.
No questions, but I just wanted to remind everybody that there will be a recording of this class available in 24 hours at michaels.com/classes if you wanted to rewatch or make another cup.
Yep. We hope that you had a great time today. And, you know, we do these every Tuesday and Thursday at least. So I hope you join us for the next one. You can go to michaels.com/classes and you can find our other classes that we have online. And we've got other classes that aren't Kids Club too, if you're interested in those. We've got lots that you guys can pick from. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.